Hey guys, it's Heather, the Butterfly Effect, plant-based extreme weight loss with a little car confessional before work. I just really wanted to make a video for you and I haven't had a whole lot of time. So I wanted to take this opportunity to do it. The first thing that I want to do is do my Wednesday weigh-in. I didn't do a video yesterday, but I did weigh in and I am at 232. So I have gone down 4 pounds over the last 2 weeks, which is perfect. That's exactly the rate that I want to go. And so the main thing is I'm feeling a huge sense of relief of being back on track. I feel really firm on my path. I feel strong. I feel good. And you guys know that I was being a little bit of a struggle bus there for a while, and so that is a huge feeling of relief. And I wanted to share with you some insights that I got from a friend's visit this weekend. So this last weekend was Memorial Day weekend, and I had a friend named Jared Monesmith visit me from Seattle. And I don't know if you know Jared's story. He has been on YouTube and he's kind of an amazing person. And so I really want to share his story. I really want you to check his videos out so that you can get his story from his perspective. But in case you haven't met him, Jared has taken off 256 pounds, I believe, and has kept it off for several years. And not only that, but he is an amazing athlete. He has, I would say, successfully switched his addiction from drugs and alcohol and food over to, his health and his life. And he is an avid cyclist and just an amazing person. So Jared came and stayed with me this weekend. And I really admire him, and I'm amazed by him because I don't know anybody else that's taken off that amount of weight that has not struggled with it and put some of it back on or anything like that. And he hasn't. He took it off. He's kept it off. And it's almost like he flipped a switch. Now, in case you were thinking that his, weight was his biggest problem, he will tell you that alcohol was his biggest problem, that he would drink, 30 beers and a fifth. He would, I may be getting that wrong, but he drank a lot of beer and a lot of alcohol. And he said he was just killing himself, and he did some stints in rehab a couple times, and he credits his amazing mom and dad for helping him to get through that because it easily could have killed him. At the same time, he was so overweight that it was hard for him to move at all. He was over 400 pounds, and so I know exactly what that feels like, having been 436 pounds myself, and you just feel like you're in a prison in your own body. He had an experience where he went to go give blood, and they told him, you can't give blood because your blood pressure is so high that we're afraid you're going to have a stroke right now. And they took him to the emergency room instead. And that made a huge impression on him. He said, I can't even give blood. They're worried about me. Here I'm trying to help somebody and they're worried about me. And that flipped a switch in him. And he researched what was the most optimal human diet. He found Freely and Durian Rider. He did raw vegan for a long time. Now he's a raw and cooked vegan. And he eats a lot of brown rice. He eats a lot of brown rice, and he eats a really simple diet. He eats fruit and he eats rice, and he's happy with that. He's content. That is what I took away from it the most. this is what I took away from Jared. First of all, he's very single-minded in his dedication to health. He doesn't put his health on the back burner or put anything in front of that. That's his number one priority. And he said that during the year that he was taking off most of his weight, do you know that he took most of that off in less than a year? Over 200 pounds, just a crazy amount of weight. During that time, he said he didn't have much of a social life. He didn't really do holidays. He didn't see friends very much. He just worked out and concentrated on staying on the path. And he said, you know what? The food will still be there if I want to have the food later on, and the friends will still be there at the end of this, and there will be many more holidays, but right now this is what I have to do. This is the task that's in front of me, and he did it. So that was one lesson I took away from him, is to be single-minded and determined and just do it. The other thing that I got from him is he has a 100% commitment. He doesn't cheat ever. He just doesn't. It's just, this is how it is now, and he's content with it. He doesn't struggle. And it made me think about myself and my struggling, and how, it is a struggle. It's just constantly trying to stay on track, and then getting off track, and just clawing my way back to the path, and being nervous that it will end or I will lose my momentum, that I'll gain it all back, because that's happened before. And Jared doesn't have that. Jared knows that this is the new way that everything is going to be. And the opposite of struggle is surrender. And I realized that I can surrender into this path. I can be content with where I am now and know that this is how it's going to be. And I can just relax and let the process take place. Just, eat the food, do the workout. Don't worry about anything else. 2 things. Eat the food, do the workout. Don't let anything into my diet that isn't supposed to be there. For me, it's a renewed commitment to no animal products, no sugar, salt, or oil, or flour, or alcohol. Unprocessed, whole foods, vegan. End of story. And I feel like I can flip that switch too. It really is a matter of mastering your mind. You have to master your mind. It even says it in the Bible. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And the person who can control their mindset can control their addictions, can be in control of their life. And there's such a freedom in surrendering. I am not struggling anymore. I am leaning into this path. This is here. This is how it is. And I am 100% content with that, because I know where this path goes. I know this path goes to health. I know this path goes to happiness. I know I'm going to put more years on my life and more life on my years. I'm no longer worried about whether I'm going to reach my goal or how fast I'm going to get there. I have 2 jobs. I need to eat the food. I need to do the workouts. I guess you could say I feel like the job is more stay away from the wrong food. Eat the right food. And another rule that I have is you can never be hungry and you can never be unprepared. I have to have plenty of the kind of food that I can eat, so that I never am tempted by the food that I don't choose to eat. I am in the driver's seat. And I'm feeling really good today. You probably can't tell. No, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really confident. I know that this is it. The flip has happened. The switch has been flipped. And the mindset is there. And I'm committed. And I am giving up struggling. I'm leaning in. I surrender. This is the path I'm supposed to be on, and I'm happy to be on it. I'm going to skip down that path. I am skipping down that path with a little smile on my face and a little song in my heart. And I hope you have a smile on your face and a song in your heart this week. And I will talk to you next week on my next Weigh In Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.